This month on the Unsquared Circle, Kurt Angle's push for TNA creative leader, the truth behind Mysterio's suspension, and what's next for Jeff Hardy. Here are your hosts bringing you the true face of pro wrestling, Bobby Black, Wesley White, and Anonymous Angel.
Hello wrestling fans and welcome to Season 2 of the Unsquared Circle. We are bringing you the true face of pro wrestling. We of course are your hosts. I am Bobby Black. Joining us at the desk is Anonymous Angel, and of course the new host, Wesley White.
He just looks like wrestling too much. It's a little scary.
Yeah, we all look just alike.
Too bad he's dead. Anyway, so guys, I totally have a MySpace page that you need to become my friend, and I have an Etsy shop, and I make awesome cookies and yummy bars, and I also make crafts, but they're on another site. So check me out.
Yes, and also we want a more subscriber-friendly program, and also at the request of our general manager, we are going to do more Q&As. It's not just going to be a 6-month thing. We're going to do them a little bit more often. So send us in your Q&As and we will answer them.
All right, well I guess it's time to move on to our top stories. Matt Hardy recently wrote on his MySpace blog about his time spent in New York City. He said, "I'm in New York City, duh, with big plans brewing. Just finished up a highly productive day, including business and pleasure. Extremely excited about the future. The business that Matt Hardy may be talking about is an outside project that he's possibly doing with fellow sibling Jeff Hardy and good friend Shannon Moore. This could be a similar program to like their self-made internet program like the Unsquared Circle. I mean, the Hardy Show. It was confirmed that Shannon Moore was in New York City, but it is unclear whether he was there with Matt and Jeff at the time. Jeff Hardy, in other news, Jeff Hardy lost a Loser Leaves Town match to CM Punk. Officials told Hardy that the door will always be open to him to return whenever he wanted, and that the WWE would be more than happy to promote any of his outside projects, and they'd be more than happy to give him any wellness policy violations he would need. Hardy is also planning to perform with his band, Peroxy Y Gen, which I think I'm saying that right, but I don't know if I'm actually saying it right, and working on his potential reality series. Hardy told management that he wasn't departing because he was unhappy, but rather he wanted time off of the road in order to do things at his own pace and smoke all the pot he wants.
In other news, it is being reported that WWE has possibly reached out to more people to take on a guest host position. From sorry people like Mike Adamle, to Trish Stratus, to The Croc, to Cold Stone Steve Austin. Former Raw announcer and general manager Mike Adamle has been contacted by the WWE about a future guest GM spot. It is unknown if he accepted or declined the invitation. Let's hope he declined it, because he sucks. But with his general manager experience, like I said, he sucked, he would appear to be a good fit.
Which makes sense for the WWE, because they think all the bad people make sense.
Of course. WWE has offered Trish the part for the September 14th edition of Raw, which will be supposed to take place in Canada. There is no word on whether or not she's accepted. Cold Stone is likely yes if he can fit the appearance into his schedule. Cold Stone has 2 movies to shoot this year. If he did accept it, it would be to promote his movie. The Croc is said to be a likely no, as Dwayne is still trying to end all partnership with the WWE. Feeling is that Johnson is a little upset at how the WWE let him go in 2004, although, WWE is what made him a big name in the first place, but who cares? However, Price is Right host Drew Carey has said he would definitely be interested in guest hosting an episode of Raw after the MLS season if he were asked. Also, Buff Bagwell said he'd be the general manager even if he could do it for free.
Mysterio claimed he was suspended for a drug he was using for both his knee and arm, which he has a prescription for. Mysterio said he was away on vacation and in the UK promoting SummerSlam, noting he was not informed of his drug test failure until Wednesday of that week. He was told to provide proof of prescription by Thursday, but was unable to meet the deadline, thus resulting in a suspension. And that's retarded, and that's why it is our margarita moment for September.
Well, after a rash of recent changes in TNA, There is a feeling that if Vince Russo is ultimately let go, it won't occur until after the Bound for Glory pay-per-view in October. TNA has creative plans in place and through Bound for Glory.
And lastly, of the top stories, there is a good chance that Kurt Angle is going to become head of the creative team sometime in the coming weeks. With rumors of a release or demotion for Jeff Jarrett, Angle would become the most likely candidate ahead of Vince Russo, Matt Conway, and Jeremy Buttrash. Angle has been telling people that the job is soon to be his, but as of right now, nothing is confirmed. And that about wraps it up for the top stories.
He looks exactly the same.
Like I said, we all look alike. On to the WWE news. Wesley White's Entertainment. There have been rumors saying that some names are being discussed for the 2010 Hall of Fame ceremony. These names are The Ultimate Failure, Ted DiBiase, Senior Citizen, and the Honky Tonk Elvis Ripoff Man. These names have not been confirmed by Vince McLucifer yet, and these names are only in the early stages. However, Ultimate Crackhead's chances of being inducted to the Hall of Fame next year are slim to none unless his lawsuits with the WWE are finally settled. Also, in a recent WWE Universe block, ECW star Tommy Dreamer revealed that in his rematch for the ECW Championship against Christian in the Extreme Rules match that he suffered a slight injury. Dreamer said that he had a butterfly screw from the crutch. He punctured his triceps along with some other minor bruises. How sad. Also, it is being reported before Night of Champions, Lame Mysterio was to lose the Intercontinental title to Dolph Ziggler at the pay-per-view. This apparently made Mysterio upset and unhappy with the creative team's idea of yet another short title run for Mysterio only weeks after winning it. So Mysterio made a request, just like Triple H, to have a longer title reign. This can be related to Mysterio's disapproval from his 2006 World Championship title reign. Also, Zack Ryder has been looked down upon by several WWE officials because of his performance against Christian on the July 18th edition of Extremely Crappy Wrestling. The reason for this is because of how quickly he had ruined the match. Some did come to his defense though, claiming and arguing that they should not have too high of an expectation on Low Rider, as his experience is minimal because he is rarely booked in matches as long as that. Also, good news for me, The Miz may be on his way out of the WWE. Rumors are going around that he gave his notice to WWE several weeks ago. Miz has added to this rumor with a recent Twitter post saying he is pursuing other opportunities. It was rumored MTV has offered him his job. He's probably going to be playing like a gay roommate on the Real World Roles Route Challenge 1000. I don't know. Also, in case you didn't know already, at SummerSlam, the man who attacked referee Scott Armstrong during the WWE Championship between Randy Orton and John Cena before being dragged out by personnel was not a fan. That individual in question is WWE developmental wrestler Bret Hart DiBiase. Bret is a 21-year-old son of wrestling legend, the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, and brother of current WWE star Ted DiBiase Jr. WWE signed the third-generation wrestler to a developmental contract at the start of the year. And that's it all for Wesley White's Entertainment.